Hey guys, in this video we are going to see what is the print and the input function in the Python. So first we will see what is the print function in the Python. So first question is why we use the print function in the Python. When we want to show some output or some value to the user in the console window, we are going to use the print function. Actually, print function prints the value or some output that we will pass to the print function. So the syntax of the print function is to write the print keyword, and inside that here you can see the arguments are value, and there can be a multiple values, and the separate or sep is equal to space and end is equal to slash n. Here slash n is the new line when a print function execute. The second when we type another function that we will execute on the next line, and file is system.standardoutput. So if here I write, so here you can see I had written the welcome to my YouTube channel, and it is inside the double quotes because it is a string. So if I execute it, so here you can see it had written the welcome to my YouTube channel. So let's see, can we print the integer or float values? If I print 10, so here you can see it had printed the 10. Can I print the float value? Let's see. Here you can see it had printed the 10.445. So you can print string, integer or float value using the print function. So let's see, can we print a value of any variable? If I have variable a and I am assigning a value Ganesh, and here you have to pass the name of the variable. So here you can see it had printed the Ganesh, that means the value of the variable. So let's see how can we print the multiple values inside the print function. So suppose I have the another variable b, and let's say it is a YT, that means YouTube. So in the print function you have to use the comma and the name of the variable. If I run this, here you can see Ganesh space YT. So here you can see it had given the space between the Ganesh and the YT. So here I had written the help and inside that print. So help function will return the information about the print. That means what are the arguments inside the print function. If I execute this, so here you can see the print having the values, that means it can be a multiple values, and again separation, that is the space. So it has given the space between the Ganesh and the YT. So let's see what is the end and the slash n. So here if I use end is equal to slash n and it is in the double quotes. So if I execute this, so here you can see the programming is on the new line. Slash n, that is the new line is used to print on the new line. So let's try something new. So here you can see I had written the hello Ganesh, but between the hello and Ganesh I had written the slash n. It means the new line. So if I execute this, so here you can see hello is on the first line and Ganesh is on the second line. So now let's see what is the separation. So here if I use separation is equal to some value, if I use a dollar sign and execute this, so here you can see Ganesh and YT are separated by the $. You can use anything. If I use at the rate, so here you can see Ganesh at the rate YT. If you want to print the hello Ganesh, but between the hello and the Ganesh you want a tab, then you can use the /t. So here you can see I had used the /t between the hello and the Ganesh. So if I execute this, so here you can see between the hello and the Ganesh there is a tab. So there are so much such characters, that means /n/t. You can try that out. So in that way we can print any value to the console window. So we had seen the what is the print function. Now let's go towards the input function. So when you want to take the input from the user, then you can use the input function. Suppose I have the marks for the subject 1 is equal to 80. If I score the 80 marks in the subject 1, but this is for the certain student, but I want to take the input from the user of the second student, then how can I take this one? So for that you can use the input function. So suppose I have the maths is equal to, so we have to use the name of the variable, so we can store that input value to that variable. So here the name of the variable is maths, that is the name of any subject. Here you have to use the input keyword, and inside that you can give any message. Suppose enter the marks of maths. So let's print the maths mark. So here it had prompt me enter the marks of maths. So here if I give 80, so it had printed 80. So here if you print maths, it had printed the 80. But if you see a type of the maths, so let's see type. If I give an 80, so it is the class string. It is a string. So the default input it's taken as the string. But if you want to take the input as the integer, you have to use the input keyword. So it will take the input as the integer, or it is a typecasting. So if you see what is the type of the maths, if I here say 90, so here you can see class is integer. So here if I write marks of maths is, and here if I give comma, so here you can see if I write 100, I will score the 100 in the maths, then it will print marks of the maths is 100. So in that way you can take the input from the user and you can print it also, or you can do a certain operations on that input. Take the input as the float value, so here you have to use float. So here if you give a integer type of the input, then you can't give a string. That means if I execute this, and here I write hello Ganesh, so here it had given the error. So in that way you can take the input from the user. So in this video we had seen what is the print and the input function, then how can we use it, then what is the use of that print and the input function. So that is for today guys. Thank you so much for watching the video.